We're with Mustang head football coach Cory Sauter following the Mustangs win over Northern State on Saturday. And coach, a very good performance by your squad today, pulling away in the second half and really set up all night by that Mustang defense. Really dominant in the first half, made some plays when they had to, and the offense took over in the second half. But just a good overall team win.
Well, Northern State's a good program, and you've had a lot of good battles over the years against them, and so we knew we were going to, it was going to be a dogfight, and it certainly was, in the first half. 7-0. I mean, that's a tight battle. We had a chance to go up 14-0. We had a penalty, get a touchdown call back. But that's just the nature of it, and you got to be able to respond. But ultimately, in that second half, we were able to make some plays, especially in the passing game. We threw the ball quite a bit, made a few adjustments, and took advantage of a few looks that we noticed. And obviously, Blake's a pretty special player, putting balls in areas where guys can make some plays, and guys stepped up and did that.
It's one thing that the defense has hung its hat on most this year has been turnovers, and did not get one today. But again, we're able to make some big plays, and they're put back with some tough field position in the third quarter on special teams and whatnot. But we're able to keep that with a 3-score lead, and that's kind of the difference in the game.
Well, we had a couple kicks that went out of bounds and a return that really put our defense in a tough spot. And but it was good to see our defense, even though they didn't get the turnovers, they were able to get turnovers on downs, and that's a turnover. And so it was important for those kids just keep playing. There was, I believe, about fourth down situations that we're able to get some stops, and that's the name of the game. Just keep them out of the end zone, and sometimes you're not going to get all the turnovers. Sometimes you don't get the bounces, but ultimately they played pretty sound across the board, very aggressive, but guys were still in good position.
Connor Wilkie had a nice game, career high receiving yards, and continues to develop there as a receiver, moving from the quarterback position, and he was a weapon there tonight.
Well, he was. We used him in different ways, and to see him score on the goal line with our little crossing play on the goal line was good, well executed, well timed, and it always starts with protection. And I thought O-line did a pretty solid job of giving Blake some time. But really every week, we look for guys to step up and make plays, and certainly Connor did an awesome job here this week.
Gaining some confidence, with a nice streak here of some wins. Obviously last week's very tough loss to UMD, but now you've got a trophy game coming up this weekend, next week at Winona State, and this is something that your last road game of the season, so lots riding on the line here next Saturday afternoon.
Absolutely. I mean, only 3 games left, and of which a rivalry game, playing for a trophy, and a lot of our kids know about the trophy. There's some kids that they're going to be their first game playing for the Sledge, and so it adds an extra layer of motivation and excitement, here down the stretch, and I know our kids are going to be jacked up to practice and go on the road and play a Winona team that is very, very lethal and deadly. They're a team that's historically one of the best teams in this league, and that's what we're going against.
All right, Coach, congrats on the win. Best of luck next week at Winona.
Thanks, Kelly.